stoked to get over to Japan for the last contest of the year. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. I've done a couple of events over here in the past and they're always fun, the crowd's always hyped, everyone's riding good, and yeah, I mean, this is the World Championships, so it's the biggest event of the year.
Unreal. This is probably one of the coolest places I've ridden in this country. I mean, you look back here, you have the most beautiful green mountains on both sides. You got this rad bridge that we're riding under. The people are so amazing, so nice and welcoming.
I'd love to have a World Championship avians in the world come to this event, and then we just compete here. So this is obviously my home country, so we just send it and then we'll see how it goes.
Coming to Japan is an amazing experience that we get to do as wakeboarders, especially when we get to come here to compete. The place is beautiful and the river is awesome as well, so I'm really happy to be out behind the G23 and to be here.
We go to most of the events, it's the same top 10 people, but to come here to Japan, I mean all of Asia, it's pretty much the center of Asia, so you've got all these awesome riders from all around these Asian countries. It's amazing to watch them and they're so good.
Cool to see the different styles coming out of the countries from the girls, as much as like Zara coming from Australia with the snowboard background. She squats in super low, and that's cool to see. And then the Japanese riders definitely have a different flair to things. So yeah, definitely a big mix of styles here.
Everyone's different, and that's like how we express ourselves out on the water. We all got into the sport because we all love it and we love doing things different ways. So it's just a good way to express how you want to be portrayed in the sport, and it's a key factor, like it's so important.
You know, riding with Harley, Corey, Tony and Mike, you know, they're all just like legends in my eyes, you know. I mean, I've been looking up to those guys since I was like 12, 11 years old, and now like riding with them just on the boat in general and then competing against them, it's insane, you know.
Yeah, I've had a lot of success in the past, especially at the World Championships. I've won it 7 times now, so I mean, hopefully that can come into play this weekend and factor in, and hopefully I can come out with that 8th title. But I mean, it's getting crazier and crazier this year. It's pretty much anyone's game. Anyone could win.
What's up, everyone? Sean Murray here, professional wakeboarder for well over 20 years, and I realize not everybody knows what's happening out on the water. So I want to give you guys some insight what to look for. So the first thing you're going to notice that these guys are approaching the wake from either what we call a heel side or toe side approach. What you're looking for when you see these guys approaching the wake on their heel side edge, that's when the heel edge of the board is digging into the water as they're cutting towards the wake, we call that a heel side approach. That's known as a little bit more of a comfortable, stronger approach as they get into the wake. If you see the riders going on their toe side edge, that's with the toe edge of the board digging into the water, you can know that's called a toe side approach, and that means that they're actually on a little bit more difficult approach going into the wake. Another thing to look out for is whether the riders are doing straight airs, a flip, or a spin. Straight air means that that board is doing a half rotation or less. If they're doing a spin, that means they're spinning a full rotation, 360 or more. And a flip is when the rider's feet go above their head. Sometimes you're going to hear the word mobe thrown out. That means that there's actually a full rotation while doing a flip. To help you sound like you know what you're talking about, we're going to talk about the different spins. You've got front side and back side. What determines front side or back side is the first 180, and this goes for all action sports. If the rider's back turns towards the direction of travel in the first half rotation, that is a backside spin. If the rider's shoulders are open to the direction of travel during that first 180, they're doing a front side spin. If their eyes lock onto the landing right as they go into the air, you know they have a solid landing coming. But things have changed recently because the sport has elevated the level of riding so much. Double flips are happening. So what you can look for as they take off, if they do not spot the landing right away, they might be going for a double, so look for that.
I'm really happy with my run. I mean, it was rough and I didn't make it to the dock like without falling, but even with the falls, I did the good tricks, I think, and I'm happy with the tricks. I really happy.
I honestly don't think it's hit me yet that I've won the World Championships. It's just like an unbelievable feeling, and I just can't believe I'm like right here, right now with this moment, holding this trophy and be able to put that title under my belt.
We have a full day planned here. We're about to go through the trees, obstacle course, right river rafting, and then a little bungee jump. So it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy, but it wasn't too bad. We all managed to make it through and we got through the course.
I'm being like the most scared I've ever been in my life. About to jump off this like bridge.
It's cool that we're friends with all of our competitors, you know, and that we all get to hang out before the contest.
Had a pretty sick day. We did a bunch of activities, had a lot of fun, and ready for the contest tomorrow.
This is beautiful. You haven't been to Japan before? Come here. In like this part of the country, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Good adventures, good friends. Peace.
was pretty much everything was on point how I wanted it. There was one little thing that I changed out there, but I had a stand-up run, and I'm just so pumped. I haven't been riding that great this year, and I'm just excited it kind of came together today.
It was awesome. I just decided to go hard because the conditions weren't that great, but I still went a lot better today, so I'm pretty stoked.
Not really what I was planning out there today. Unfortunately, had a fall. Conditions were way rougher. We got wind today too, so yeah, not really what I wanted.
There was a lot of pressure coming from Beck. She had 2 stand-up passes. All of her stuff was really clean. So I just really needed to go out there and focus and just put down what I had planned. So I was able to do that and take home the win today.
I don't know, man. It's just really nostalgic, looking back over the past 10 years and the battle that's been going on with me and Grubb for the past 10 years, and now we're still here doing it. Just feels super good to come with a win. I'm really excited.
No doubt you can appreciate that.
Yeah, the riding in the competition has just been progressing so much the past couple of years. I mean, 2-3 years ago, if someone did a double flip, everyone would go insane, and now it's just a straight up stock thing that you see in quarterfinals, and it's pretty cool to watch. And some of the finals we've had, like in the past couple of events, have been the greatest finals there's ever been in wakeboarding competitions.
know, there's different double flips going on, and I feel the double flip isn't everything. There's other people that are doing a couple different spins now, like backside nines and things like that. So the double flip, I feel, isn't the end all be all, but it's definitely a very helpful tool in the tool belt.
If I get 3 doubles in there, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that. I haven't done a run yet with 3 doubles. I usually got 2 in there, so I've got to do those doubles, link it up with a couple nines. I just learned to do a back 9, so it'd be pretty cool to get that in there too.
I think it's not exactly what you do in your run, it's sort of like what you don't do, you know? So like, if you have any bobbles, that obviously hurts so much now with everything just being so close, and it's gotten to the point where if you put a hand down in the water, it's like a scratch on a tree or something.
For me, like, I'd rather not do an extra 180 and be able to grab my board longer. Like, that's important to me, and not being so robotic. So style to me goes over tech all day long.
It's really exciting to be part of the progression. Everyone's just getting better and better and better, and bigger tricks are going down every event. Everyone's getting more and more consistent. Everyone's grabbing things better, and it's just cool to be part of it right now, especially like this time in the sport and how fast it's progressing.
I was training my
You know, I went all in for it. I wanted to hold nothing back in finals, and kind of came around and bit me in the butt a little bit. I might have reached too high, but you know, the conditions were a little tricky to deal with, and I definitely, found that out.
You know, in the finals, especially against the field that we have right now, all these guys have double flips, all the Move 5s, they're riding so well, and for me to just make it to finals, I was really pumped.
I was riding really well, did a double tantrum and pretty much did all the things that I wanted to do, and then on the way back I crashed on a double half cab roll and tweaked my ankle and felt a pop and kind of hurt a pop, and yeah, it scared me a little bit, so I got on the boat and took 5, and it was pretty sore, but the hunger was there and I wanted to get out and finish my pass since I had a good pass going, and I just braved through it and finished my pass, and yeah, I made it to the end, which is good, but yeah, my ankle's killing me now. Super stoked with what I just threw down out there. That was what I went out to plan to do and what I've been training all season for, to try and stick that run here at the World Championships, and to do it behind the Nordique just makes it that much easier, and such a beautiful place here in Japan.
Honestly, I just went bigger than like I've probably ever gone. Like the wake was so good, just kept like getting bigger and bigger every round. And I felt like I was just like full on like dropping out of like every trick I did.
Just a few weeks ago, give it up for the Phenom, Harley.
Yeah, today was amazing. I'm so stoked. I mean, I grabbed the World Series win by making it into the finals, and then all the boys are riding unbelievable, and I couldn't believe that I took out the world title at the end of the day. I'm pretty stoked to win my 8th world title, but I'm just gunning for that Kelly Slater record. I want to win 11 or if not 12 and beat him. That'd be sick.